Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Governor Beshear continues his visit to hard-hit areas in our region after historic flooding, and organizations work around the clock to get much-needed food and water to people who need it most.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, 6:01. I'm Dakota Makris. Thank you for waking up with us on this Wednesday, and I believe, if I'm correct, August 3rd. See, when it was August 1st, I still thought it was July, and the other day I still thought it was July, but it is what it is. Let's take it over to Brandon this morning. Brandon, good morning to you, sir, and really nothing to track other than what, fog and heat this morning?
So, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Fog and heat's the
story.
Let
me ask you a question.
Yes,
we were talking about it off air. Do you think the heat coming in will kind of help dry up some of these, the saturated ground?
I hope so. Yeah. That is the hope, but you also have to realize that people are out being, active, trying to clean up, and I don't think that's going to help them out.
Right,
so you just want to make sure that you take care of yourself and while you're trying to get all the work that needs to be done. But I'm cautiously optimistic, and I know I've said that phrase a lot the last few days, cautiously optimistic, that I do think it will dry up some of the excess water, and that may help us down the road as we have more rain coming our way. Not today, though. Let's take a look at the fog this morning. Thick and dense out there in a lot of areas, close to zero visibility. Williamsburg, Logan, Jacksboro, and Middlesboro, so be extra careful in those areas. Pikeville down to 1.5 miles, Harlan a mile, 0.7, and Ashland down to 0.3 of 1 mile. I-75 at London, you can see it kind of rolling in there off in the distance, so just be careful regardless of where you are. The hazard sensor down, will probably be down for some time up there at the airport, and we'll continue to see again the numbers back across the rest of the region in the 60s and 70s, but again mid 60s out there in some spots, especially in Southwest Virginia, so it's cooling off a little bit more than we expected it to this morning, so we'll kind of keep an eye on that for you. But it's going to get hot today. Average high is 85, the forecast high is 90, the record high 97, set back on this day in 2006. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Governor Beshear visited Pike and Floyd counties on Tuesday, hosting news conferences to update communities on statewide flood relief efforts. After announcing that federal assistance would be available for individuals in Pike and Floyd counties, the governor discussed the most important thing he has seen across the Commonwealth during the flooding. He says watching neighbors come together to help each other out, especially when most of them are facing the same struggles, it's a small light in an otherwise dark time.
What you see behind us is what's possible when people come together and they care about their neighbors more than anything else. We live out those most important commandments and realize that the parable of the Good Samaritan means that every single Kentuckian, American, every person around this world is our neighbor, and it's our job to show love for them.
The governor says First Lady Brittany Beshear is working on a program to help children in the area, something he expects to have more information on in the days to come. FEMA mobile registration centers are open throughout the region to assist those affected by flooding. We have the locations currently on your screen. All of them will be open daily from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The locations for Floyd and Pike counties have not yet been released. Of course, we'll keep you updated. Governor Beshear continued his tour of flood-ravaged areas in Breathitt County yesterday. The governor took time to update people on how recovery is going in that area and what people can do to receive federal assistance. While he wasn't able to put an exact number on the amount of people still missing, the governor says there is some good news from Kentucky State Police.
If there is good news, most of the people reported as missing to the Kentucky State Police have been found. They've done over 1,000 wellness checks with most everybody showing up, and as we got cell phone service in most places.
With warmer weather in the forecast, the governor also announced the creation of cooling stations in several counties. We have a list of those cooling centers here in our region. In Breathitt County, it's at the county library. In Floyd County, you can go to the community center. If you're in Johnson County, you can head over to the City of Painesville Recreation Center. For those in Knott County, you can go to the Sportsplex. People in Letcher County can go to Letcher County Central High School. And if you're in Perry County, you can head to the Senior Citizen Center. In Pike County, you can go to Valley Elementary School. And the cooling center in Wolfe County is the Senior Citizen Center in Campton. God's Pantry Food Bank is gathering more food to help feed families in eastern Kentucky. Semi-trucks full of food pulled into Lexington on Tuesday. Those with the pantry say they're from all across the country. They say they're able to get food prepared quickly to give to families. Now, this is something God's Pantry says it's prepared for.
We need to be ready to respond. We need to be able to help people find that pathway to stability and to be able to quickly recover from these unfortunate and devastating circumstances that folks are living in right now.
Well, God's Pantry Food Bank will be delivering meals in all counties impacted by the flooding. A group called the Samaritan's Purse is trying to help homeowners in Breathitt County with the ongoing cleanup, but it needs volunteers to do the job. Workers spent much of the day yesterday visiting with homeowners whose homes were completely destroyed, or almost completely destroyed rather. Samaritan's Purse is looking to help homeowners get rid of the mess and rebuild, but the organization can't do it alone.
It is a very traumatic experience for the homeowner to see everything they own go to the curb. Probably be back this afternoon. Okay. Depends on how many volunteers show up.
Samaritan's Purse had at least 2 volunteers show up yesterday, but not enough to send out a team for cleanup. Officials hope more volunteers show up in the days to come. Businesses throughout the region are working hard to reopen their doors. Our Jordan Mullins visited one restaurant in Floyd County where many hours were put in during the weekend in order to reopen and help others.
On Thursday, the Garrett community of Floyd County, like many others across the region, was rocked by swift and historic flooding, damaging homes and businesses. One business, the Garrett Fountain, has since focused on rebuilding with the help of the community.
When we opened the doors, we didn't think like this week would even be a possibility, but come Friday morning, so many people showed up. We had different teams for each room, like we were able, it wasn't even us, it was the community.
Working hard to open their doors once again.
It was extremely hard for us to have to focus on the business and fixing it back and not be out helping others. So we're looking forward to getting back on our feet so that we can help other people.
And helping folks come together for a hot meal or just for a slice of normalcy.
We want to be open so that people can come in and have that normal feeling, you know, at least for a moment before they walk back into chaos.
Building back in order to help others as much as possible.
We will try to take up items, we will try to feed people, anything that we can do personally to help our community, we will.
Not just a pizza place, but a safe space. In Floyd County, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Owners Aaron and Amber Sparkman say the Garrett Fountain will officially reopen this Friday, just 1 week after cleanup began, and they invite the entire community to come together again. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet has a scam warning aimed at flood victims. Officials say a text phishing scam is going around impersonating as FEMA. Well, they say the text is about a driver's license validation. Those with KYTC says it is not from them, so do not click the link. The cabinet may send texts about driver licensing regional offices, but does not solicit personal information via text message. The Knott County Judicial Center is closed per the order of Knott County Chief Circuit Judge. The building was closed because of flooding, and it is expected to reopen once it is safe to do so. The emergency order included provisions which gives the judges authority to extend deadlines, and it applies to all cases set to take place in Knott County. It includes parties who live in the county or has an attorney whose business is located there.
6:09 here on this Wednesday morning. We continue to track some fog over at the UVA Wise Cam. Not too much over there at High Knob this morning, but some blue skies out there. Maybe just a few clouds. 64 in Wise, 70 in Prestonsburg, 71 in Jackson, 68 Manchester and Harlan, 69 in Pikeville, 70 in Jacksboro as you head out the door. 90 the forecast high for this afternoon. You factor in that heat index, it could feel like near 100 degrees, so it is going to be a very warm day. Try to get your work done before lunchtime or after 6 tonight. And again, a heat advisory goes into effect at noon today, going through the next couple of days until 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Heat index values both days will be close to 100 degrees, but more rain, unfortunately, is in the forecast as we head toward the end of the week. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. It's 6:10. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, we hear more stories of hardship and rescue as we deal with a time of great sorrow here in our region. Stay with us.